Okay, so if you missed class today because of the assembly, I'm going to go through a few problems from each section, and then the rest of them, as you can see, we already did on the OneNote. You can go fill those in there. So for number 3, that's the one we're going to start with. Both of these are in standard form, and the bottom equation, you can find the x and y intercepts by plugging in 0 for x, which means that term cancels out, and then we see that y could be -2, or y is -2. Okay? We can do the same thing by crossing out the y term, and that gives us x is -2. And you also see that there's a slope of up 2 to the left 2, which can also be up 1 and to the left 1. And if you wanted to continue that line for really accurate points, you could do that. The top equation is not as easy to do that with because your x-intercept is not going to be a whole number. So it may be easier to just transform this into slope-intercept form. We're going to do that by getting the y term by itself and subtract 6x from both sides. So you get -5y equals -6x minus 45. Divide by -5 on both sides. And you get y equals 6/5 x plus 7. Sorry, 9. All of that should be positive, and then you see that even though we have a slope that's a fraction, the y-intercept is not a fraction. So let me just connect to this line. And then we can graph this. My y-intercept's 9. We're running out of room, so we can go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we land right on that point. So no need to go further. We can see that our solution is -5, 3. Alright, so there's an example of a graphing problem. If you go down, we can look at substitution. Number 9 is a good problem to do substitution with because the y term is easy to get isolated because there's no coefficient. So all we need to do is subtract 7x from both sides. And now we know that y is -7x plus 22. Everywhere that we see a y in the other equation, we're going to replace it with -7x plus 22 because y is equal to -7x plus 22. So that gives us 6x minus 5 times -7x plus 22 equals -28. At that point, you just have a one variable equation we're going to distribute, and we get 6x plus 35x minus 110 equals -28. These two terms are like terms, and we can also add 110 to the other side. So that gives us 41x equals 82. So x is 2. We're going to plug that into one of the easier equations. 7 times 2 plus y equals 22. 14 plus y equals 22. So y is 8. All right. So that gives us a point of 2, 8. And that is the substitution method. Let's go down and we'll try one with elimination. Okay. And this is a good problem to do elimination with because you can multiply x by anything you want so that it cancels out with the 4x. So we're going to multiply by -4. So we get 4x minus 9y equals -42. And now the bottom equation will become -4x minus 20y equals -16. The purpose of doing that is so that when I add the two equations together, these terms cancel out, and we're left with negative 29y equals negative 58, which is nice because we have one variable that we can solve for, and y is 2. If y is 2, we're going to plug that into either equation, usually the easiest one, and solve. X plus 10 equals 4, so x is negative 6. So our point is negative 6, 2. If you go down, you can look at the word problems here that we did. I would fill in all of the notes. Everything from this packet is due next class after you've taken the one question quiz that's for homework tonight.